Hello and welcome to this video where we show you how you can search Google to be more effective and get those results you need quicker and easier. Now you must need to remember that when you're searching Google, Google only needs keywords. It doesn't need the whole question. So if I had a topic called "Should vaping be legalised in Australia?" if I just typed in "Should vaping legalised Australia?" I will get 174,000 results, which is more than enough I need to look at. If I added the extra words in, you sometimes can get more, sometimes you can don't. But keywords is the best way of searching Google and the quickest and the easiest. Now, say I wanted to look for a particular phrase or a title of a song or a lyric out of a book or movie or song or a poem or a full name. How do I do that and get the results really quickly and easily? So what you can do, for example, is use talking marks. So if you type in talking marks, and for example, we're going to look at climate change. So I put that in talking marks. You still get 222 million results. It's still quite a lot of results. But if we duck over here and type in climate change without the results, you're getting 685 million. So we've cut it down by, 400 million or so. So it does help to put things in phrases in talking marks when you actually have that phrase. Because what it does is look for those words right next to each other in the website. Now, sometimes you can be using a word or you can be looking up something and there's two different words that you could use. For example, if we stick with climate change, you could also use global warming. So one way of doing this so that you actually get everything is to use what's called the OR word. And then you type in global warming. So you now have climate change or global warming. So what it's doing is bringing both words together. So it's finding websites which either has climate change or global warming. If it has both words in the one page, it only brings that result back once in your list. Now, as you can see, it makes the list a little bit bigger. But this way you're covering everything in that subject area as well. Okay, so that's how you can use the OR to actually get everything you need. Now, sometimes you can be looking for information and you're not quite getting the information that you need. So one way of looking at this is, let's go back to our first topic, should vaping be legalised Australia? Now, say we're looking at this and we're getting lots of stuff that's to do with the legislation, and we don't want that. We want other information like opinions, thoughts, statistics, that kind of stuff. So if I put in the minus sign and then put legislation and hit enter, you'll notice that our results have gone down to 87,000 compared to the 174 that we had the first time. But if you have a look, you still get legalised, and you'll still get stuff about law, but you actually don't get anything about the actual legislation to deal with vaping, which is what we're after. Okay, so if you ever need to take something out, if you're looking, for example, for Footscray, the suburb, and you kept bringing up the Footscray Bulldogs, you will go Footscray negative football or AFL or football club, and that will just give you information about the suburb. Now, something else that we can have a look at is limiting to certain sites. So if we stay with the should vaping be legalised topic, say for example, I needed newspaper articles, and in particular I wanted some articles from The Age, or I knew there was a great article in The Age about this topic. So if I type in cite, and then type in the whole theage.com.au, I actually can see every result comes from The Age, and there's only 40. And this is a great thing to do sometimes, because sometimes you'll go to the website and it's not a very well website, the search button can't be found, or you're not finding the information you need. If you go to Google, type your keywords in, limit it just to the site, and you'll get everything from The Age only. And so even if we duck over into, say, page 2, it's still from The Age as well. So that's one other way of doing it. Sometimes, say for example, if you're doing an issue topic, and you need just Australian information, you can put .au. So every site that we get has the .au at it. It may have .com or .org, but it all has .au. So these are a couple little different ways that you can search for. You can also search for .edu. So we can see if there's any academic or papers from research areas of universities, which will have something, as you can see, the University of New South Wales. And again, down here, EUD. Now, if you are wanting some government information, you type in .gov.au, and then you've got your government information. So it's all coming from authoritative sources. The last thing we can do is we can also limit to a date. So say, for example, we'll get rid of the site. We needed some information and we need it in, say, the last 12 months. We can go to Tools. Under any time here, you can limit to any time you like. You can limit to the past hour, the past 24 hours, past week, past month, past years, or you can even put in a custom range. But if we're looking at the past year, if you look at that, everything that you'll find, see, May 2020, they will all have a date in the last 12 months. This is another way when you're needing to look for the current information to try this. Now, we hope that you found some of these hints and tips useful and you try them out and give them a go. But if you need some more assistance, please speak to an ILC staff member, or you can always email the library on library@ignatius.vic.edu.au. Thank you for watching.